Catus, Maximus here, this time with yet another adjustable wrench, but this happens to be a Toyota Motor Corporation 200mm angle wrench, 8-inch, forged in Japan. I think it's hilarious, it's called an angle wrench. 60s, 70s, I think even in the 80s, like Land Cruisers, Toyotas actually came with a basic little wrench and tool set, and something of a bygone era. And so I ended up picking this up. Toyota has sold hundreds of thousands of vehicles, but surprisingly enough, the tool sets just aren't that common. The set included like some screwdrivers, adjustable wrench, some open-end wrenches, and a lot of them just kind of went by the wayside, weren't that great, but this adjustable wrench that I ran into is actually not too bad. And that's what's kind of surprising. I don't know who made this. I don't know if it was, there's a few Japanese, pretty good quality Japanese contract tool manufacturers such as Top Tools. This R we have here is Hit 77 and the R, so I have no idea. I did a little research, we couldn't really figure out who made this. But the things I was noticing that made this quality is we can see that it does have buttress threads, flat on one side, tapered on the other to give them additional strength and to make the teeth on the moving jaw a bit stronger. We do have a threaded screw that's staked, but you can remove it and actually take this apart and really clean it if you wanted to. The jaw, not that much play, and this one's had a little bit of use. We can see a little bit of chewing on the teeth, but it's not too bad. Even if we open it all the way up, a little bit of play, but it's actually real decently made. One thing I was noticing is the jaw doesn't actually quite close, and then I noticed that somebody had used this as a hammer and digged up the broach here, the little slot, some dings there, so I'll have to use a file to clean that up, so that will resolve that issue. And the other thing I was noticing is the centering of the broach. Actually, if I did oil this up, centering of the broach is actually pretty good, pretty well centered. So surprisingly enough, at least for a while, out of the little tool sets, the adjustable wrench was pretty worthy and was actually, seems to be better quality than actually a lot of the other tools that were included with it. And just thought that was kind of neat, and I just wonder if there were different sizes or if this really, the 8-inch one was the only one ever made. And also thought it was interesting that they call it an angle wrench. But surprisingly enough, Toyota hand tools are pretty rare, even though, once again, there must have been hundreds of thousands of these made, or at least I would assume so, from all the vehicles that they may have been included with, but I could be wrong. Anyway, because, I mean, I've been through a lot of Toyotas at junkyards and just have occasionally run into the box wrenches, but never really the adjustable wrenches. Anyway, really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.